Don, would you please lead us?
What we're thinking now for this time when we can come and conduct the business in this town, we must always conduct ourselves in a Christ-like manner and thank you for everything you've done for each and every one of us. Ask in a special way that you can be one of the ones that are sick and needy in this community, dear Lord. Bless us now as we have this meeting, and even through this, glorify your name. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. You would now say the pledge of allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
No.
All right,
Hello there. That must be Mr. Cook.
right. All right, let's call this meeting to order. Brenda, would you please call the roll?
Okay. Mayor
Here.
Myrtle is absent. Eugene?
Here.
Brenda?
Here.
Floyd?
Here.
And Steve.
Here.
Okay, Mayor, all present and except for Myrtle. Myrtle's,
All right. We have a quorum.
yes.
If you would, if you have a cell phone, please mute or turn them on during the meeting. All right, I'd like to welcome everybody to our monthly meeting. And we will conduct our business, and at the conclusion, open the floor for public questions and comments. All right, let's review the minutes from the previous meeting.
Town of County Line regular meeting, February the 9th, 2015. Mayor Arthur Self called to order the regular meeting of the council at 7 p.m. on February the 9th, 2015 in the town hall. The invocation was given by Mr. Don Hagel. The Pledge of Allegiance was given by all in attendance. The roll call was had. The following persons were present: Mayor Arthur Self, Councilors Myrtle Van Cleek, Eugene Kiley, Brenda Lowe, Floyd Philpott, Steve Brewer. A welcome to the public in attendance. Please mute or turn off cell phones during the meeting. The minutes of the January 13th meeting were read. A motion to approve was made by Steve Brewer, seconded by Brenda Lowe. Motion carried. Financial reports given, all accounts in balance. Motion to accept financial reports by Brenda Lowe, seconded by Floyd Philpott. Motion carried. Open issues. Drummond annexation, there will be no answer until March of 2015. Mayor Self has not spoken with anyone. A discussion on having our property surveyed for future information. The name of Ray Sport was given, and Eugene spoke with him, and he will charge $125 per hour. Our attorney, Greg Reed, to try to find a copy of the deed at Jefferson County Courthouse. He also gave the clerk the name of Olden Webb, another surveyor. Also, the clerk to contact Alabama Power about putting a light on a pole across from the entrance to Green Acres. We do not know if this is a telephone pole or a power pole. Mr. Wayman Pitts with the Blount County EDC, Economic Development Commission, talked about what is happening with the commission. Very informative discussion. We paid him a check for $520 for dues for the year. The contact person for them is Lisa Baker. Myrtle reported that someone had a wreck on County Line Drive and Doss Street and knocked down the town limit and speed limit signs and cable. Clerk is to try to find out the name and insurance company on the driver. Also, she reported that a sex offender is living in the trailer park on Smith Mill Road. Mr. Reed announced a town hall meeting tomorrow at 5:30 PM at Hayden Community Center with Mr. Chase Shelnut and Mr. David Standridge. Everyone invited. Adjournment, a motion was made by Eugene Kiley, seconded by Myrtle Van Cleek to adjourn the meeting at 7:45 PM. Motion carried. Respectfully submitted by Brenda Philpott, County Clerk.
All right, any questions or comments? All right, we have a motion.
I make a motion that we accept the minutes as
Second.
read.
Who did? You did that?
I made the motion and Floyd seconded.
All in favor? Motion carried. Okay,
You gonna read the financials, or you want me to?
I'll go ahead and read them all. All right, the first one, we'll start with the 2 and 7 account. The beginning balance was $5,482.12. Ending balance was $5,241.45. All right, capital improvements fund. Beginning and ending balance is $5,026.78. And then the 4, 5, and 6 road account, the beginning balance was $7,080.96. Ending balance was $7,207.51. And the final one is the general fund account. The beginning balance was $6,365.52. And the ending balance was $13,870.53. All right, any questions or comments on any of the financial reports?
None here.
All right, do we have a motion?
Make a motion that we approve all of it.
I second it.
Who made the motion?
Floyd.
Floyd. And Brenda. Okay.
Yep.
We got a vote.
All right, no reports from standing committees or special committees.
Did you get a vote on the financials?
I'm sorry. Getting ahead of myself.
You been too busy?
All in favor of accepting the financial reports as read. Motion carried.
Okay.
All right. No reports of standing or special committees. Once again, who has not filed their ethics statement of economic interest?
You
When
need,
is the
It's due by the end of August,
right,
April.
I'll get it done, I promise, in between times.
Okay. Anyway,
it won't
Just a
take that
reminder.
long.
all right, as far as the property annexation with Drummond, apparently Drummond is not any real big hurry because the coal that they intend to mine, the market is down for that particular type of coal. So they're in no hurry to do the annexation.
I think you're gonna have to speak up, Mayor, because of we're getting sound effects over here from,
Well, I'm gonna speak up as loud as I can. But anyway, I don't expect, anything anytime soon for the Drummond annexation. But, I'll keep checking with them. But at this point in time, there's nothing there's no annexation to take place. All right, any additional information? Next thing I have on my agenda is the survey. Do we have any additional information on any additional estimates for the survey?
Oh, I did, I spoke with, Greg gave us the name of Olden Webb,
Uh-huh,
and he's called me several times, and he's come out here. It took us a while to get connected, but, anyway, he came and he walked it, and he talked to Brett Huffstutler and wanted to know his, but he could not find at the courthouse. So he wanted me to ask Greg if he had found out anything at the courthouse from the deed. But he did find a marker where Sue Francis said it was in that bush over there. And he said there is a marker over there in that bush in Larry Calvert's yard. And he found it. And so he said he walked it, you know, what he thought, and he said he got one over here in this corner where this property, where the trailer that Van owns, that little strip right there, he found something there. But, so he said he would call me when he, could come up here and do the whole thing so that somebody could be here, like one of the council members or you or somebody to show you and walk it off or whatever. But he was really wanting to know if they could find the deed with all the.
later.
He's very nice. He didn't tell me how much he'd charge, but I just don't think he's that. I don't believe it'll be $125 because he came out here and walked it himself. But he said he would get back with me when the weather cleared up, and you know what the weather's been like, so he hasn't been.
Okay. And what was his name again?
His name is Olden, Olden Webb, W-E-B-B. Really nice man. And our Mr. Attorney over here gave us his name, so.
Okay. Do we have any luck on a deed?
I haven't had enough time to go to spend an hour or two with the probate court to get it, but I'll have it by next meeting.
Does Greg know who to look for?
Hmm?
Do you know how to look, you know, it's from, Bert Calvert, too. I have a copy
You got a copy of the deed?
of the original, where he deeded it to him.
Well, does it have all the
Legal description?
No, it just says walk such and such feet, no.
it says walk to certain,
Yeah, it's an old.
I don't know if
Johnson
that-
Hustler did it.
Who?
Johnson Hustler, who was the first
Oh, my
mayor.
goodness.
He walked it off.
Years and years ago.
Did he know what
Land
it was?
wasn't important as it is now.
Did he know what he was doing when he
Yes,
walked
they
it out?
made, he walked everybody's land off.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, well,
They could do it, it's on the money.
Well, if you've
Well,
got
we
a
can
copy
find
of it, we can see it. If you can bring it, then I'll let Mr. Webb look
I
at
don't
it.
know if I bring it or not.
Well, I'll come and get it then.
Okay.
we would appreciate it.
Yeah. Because that would help him, because he's already walked it, and he did it by talking, and getting everybody else's stuff, and he's, he really has already spent some time doing it, and but he did find that one where we told him it was in the shrubbery over there.
Okay. All right, well, let's,
It's a
we'll
starting
follow up
point.
next month and,
It's a starting point anyway.
yeah. And, Sue Francis, if you can give us a copy of that.
And I
Won't
have,
that go to, won't the town on half of the railroad bill?
he said he thinks that it goes back that way.
It goes to the original, they left it. So wouldn't that be ours? Like, I mean, the town's?
Well,
I
I
have to see
think,
your deed that you got.
Yeah, if we could see
I
that.
don't know if I'll let you see it, I'll let them see it.
Tell her thank you,
Seems
Greg, and
like,
go on, she don't know what
You
you're
know,
talking
Greg,
about.
I'll let you see it.
But
if
he
I
did-
remember correctly, looking at the mapping, the Jeffco mapping tax maps, that railroad bed is owned by Blount County.
Is it? Well, he went down to the,
This back here?
well, go ahead, spit it out.
Well, John Dave Calvert said he owned it, he had bought it, and he went up there with some kind of quit claim deed, but I don't see how, the law, which Greg knows the law a lot better than I do, I quit practicing about 10 years ago. But,
Oh, you did?
when you, it's
She
abandoned
authorized it.
railroad bed, a utility, it goes back to the original owner, which would be Bert Calvert, who gave this, so subsequently, I think the town should own half the railroad bed. But, John David has said he owns it.
Well, he also was gonna own a dump too, but he
Well,
Well, he says he owns it, but anyway,
That's, we just have to wait and we'll find out,
we could buy it from him.
huh?
we
They buy
have to
nothing
wait
from
and
him.
see what the deeds say and, who the property is registered to.
Whatever, whoever,
Yeah, and,
one of them cows.
until we know for sure, this is pure speculation until then.
Okay,
All right,
the fire
move on to the
hydrant.
next.
I've not got any more information on it, I'm still waiting on finding out from Miss Wayton or from Miss Calvin.
Miss Kelpie let her know.
No, she said she was gonna try to find out.
Yeah.
I guess
Miss
that'll be
Wayton's back
up
in
to
the
you,
hospital.
Curtis. Huh?
Miss Waiton's back in the hospital
Back in the
again, and
hospital.
she's been in rehab, she's now in the hospital again. I don't know if we'll ever get it out of her.
I talked to Misty, Miss Wayton's daughter-in-law,
Uh-huh.
and she said that she would try to get in touch with Judy.
Okay.
And, because Judy's Miss Wayton's daughter that's doing her business.
And
And
it's Judy,
I told her
that's,
we needed an account number.
okay, that's Judy, Miss
That's Miss Wayton's
Wayton's
daughter.
daughter, okay.
So, and I haven't heard back from Misty, but Misty's hasn't been home because she was
She been
in the
taken
hospital.
Okay. And the cable, we've not, there's no change in that, somebody had looked like they at least moved it, pulled it off across from their drive or something, but, and also, while we're on that, I have tried to find out the name of the person that had the accident on County Line Road. I called Jefferson County Sheriff's Department, and they didn't know anything about it. They told me to call Centerpoint Sheriff's Substation or whatever, I did that, and they couldn't find it. And I called Trafford to see if they had any, if they knew anything about it. It happened like at 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know that anybody ever came out here to see about the wreck. It was one truck, one person. I can't find, if somebody else would like to try to find it, it'd be,
Warrior might have worked it,
huh?
Warrior might have worked it.
I didn't think about Warrior. I
Yeah,
thought about
Warrior.
Trafford, and I thought, and
No,
they
I
they
said,
think Trafford,
They
I
can't
think
charge
Trafford
driver's
is
cost.
contracting
To worry.
to
Warrior.
Warrior. Well, I'll call Warrior and say they'll think I'm a little bit late, but I know the day that it was and the time in the morning, but, and I
Right.
hadn't found out anything else.
I know the pole's been replaced.
The pole's been replaced? No. Myrtle and Lewis have the pole and the sign,
No, no,
but,
no, no,
No.
no. The utility pole,
oh,
the
okay.
one that was cracked in half,
Oh,
has
okay.
been replaced.
Has been replaced, okay.
And is that a power pole or is it telephone? And, check with Warrior.
I'll
Yeah,
check
see.
with Warrior.
And we may have to file a claim against our insurance.
Well, if I can find out who the driver was and who was in the accident.
I mean-
who wrote it up.
No,
If we can't identify who caused the damage, we just have to file a claim against our insurance.
Against our
Replace-
insurance. Well, I know it was a white dually, that's all I know, it was supposed to be a white dually, but I don't know, I have no idea who was driving it, so. Now, I started one time to call Dusty Doss and see if he knew, because it was right in his front yard, you know, and he heard the, so I don't know whether he knew who it was, or if, even if it was somebody that any of us know, you know, so.
Okay,
But I haven't found an accident report, so I'll check with Warren.
all right. We'll just, check back next month on it. So,
And we have a gentleman here tonight that was gonna check our poles down here. and let me know if it was a power pole or telephone pole. And this is Mr. Charlie Cook from Alabama
I
Power.
will. You and I spoke about it today, so I will check the facilities across from the entrance to Green Acres and see if we can accommodate a street light there.
Okay.
And I'll get back with you and let you know.
Okay. We just didn't know, you know, if it was a power pole or a telephone pole. So we're still trying, Linda.
Thank you.
And if they have to put a pole up there, it would actually cost us.
There's some charges associated with facilities whenever we have to install facilities to accommodate a request for a light. But if the pole is there and all the facilities we need is there other than just hanging the light, then it's just a charge per fixture like it normally is on a street light. But there may be some additional charges associated with it based on what we need there.
Okay.
But we'll get you there.
All right, well, I appreciate that. All right, no petitions or applications, complaints, or other communications?
I have a complaint. Our road is getting awful. I mean, if it rains very much more, we're not gonna be able to get in and out. Can Blount County not do anything at this time?
I can't answer that.
So who do we need to contact to find out something?
Gary Strickland.
Commissioner Strickland,
You be the man to go.
he's,
I'll call him. I'll call him and see.
I hope you get good luck
I mean,
calling him.
it's just
Hope you
terrible.
get luck, 'cause I've called him 5 times.
He won't talk to you?
Mm-mm.
Well, he may not talk to me, but he better, I know where to
He'll
find
go
him.
talk to him at the next meeting.
Really?
Hey, wait.
And Dean's Ferry is getting bad
Dean's
again
Ferry.
too.
You going to the
Man.
commission meeting?
Hmm,
You going to the,
next day, we
Well-
can't this month.
oh, okay.
They
You
just
wanna
had
go?
it today.
right now,
It was
yes,
today.
Oh, the commission
Yes,
meeting is
yeah.
today.
same day we have our meeting, they
Oh,
have
that's
the
right.
commission meeting. They have it, what is it, 9 o'clock in the morning?
Mhm.
To really, to address an issue like that, it'd be better to go to the Thursday before the work session meeting, because that's when they take up a lot of the,
That's on Thursday, what day, I mean, what,
it's the Thursday before the regular commission meeting.
and they always have the regular commission meeting on the second Tuesday?
Take Monday,
I mean, second Monday, so it would be the
first
first Thursday.
Thursday,
And that's when you're.
or whatever the Thursday before that.
Could be
First
fourth or fifth
Monday.
Thursday.
Yeah, we can, show up at the work session and, bring it to your attention.
Well, I'll try to call him and see if I can get him, and maybe I can take him on another tour.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's one hole right after the other. And there's water standing in the road all the time. It's just, it's terrible. And, you know, it's not gonna be passable before long.
And Dean's Ferry, all of that was not exactly the ones that the potholes were done, but their others are coming out too, so
Well, we need to
we'll see what we can get done.
follow up and, contact Commissioner Strickland, because, Blount County has taken responsibility for that.
Yeah, for the maintenance, we've signed a contract with them now, and we're,
Well, we need to start holding them responsible because our cars are, I mean, it's tearing
Taking a
all
beating.
of our cars up.
I like them have to fix our cars.
Yeah, we can sue Blount County. Good luck.
All right.
we've been through this a lot, Pat, with trying to get
Yes.
something
I've
done.
lived
the
on that
last
road
3
all my
years.
life.
Okay, any other business from the council?
We had talked about putting something in the Blount County and Jane and I were talking the other day, and we probably could go ahead and do that, but also, what do y'all think about doing flyers, just to let the people in County Line know what we have accomplished, the things that we've accomplished and things that we're working on for them? And for us,
doing the mail out.
I mean, a lot of people in County Line, I know, don't get the Blount County one because you have to pay for it. And we have a lot of people that can't afford it. So we were thinking just if we did a mail out, that would let everybody know.
Like a newsletter type,
Mhm.
that'd be good.
When we put together a newsletter, we can come up with a mailing list.
We should have.
But we have done we did mail outs
We had one
for
about
the election.
And the election,
At
yeah.
least they're not looking.
So I have a mailing list that is fairly accurate, but it may not be complete. We can't do a blanket mail out because we have to do it on the zip code. And that would go to Trafford and everybody else around
How many,
in this zip code.
how many postal routes do you have that cover the area? One?
Lisa,
The two postal routes in Trafford covers them, but there's two routes you'd have to cover.
We have Route 1. What's the other route?
It starts, used to start right up there above Green Acres. But they see they went to 911, they no more routes.
Well, the same postman that comes into Green Acres goes
He goes
all the
on.
way
They
to
goes
the
all the way
end.
to Center Spring Church.
Yeah,
He goes way off up there.
yeah, cause that's Trafford, same post, you know.
We're gonna have about 250.
Hmm?
actually it's less than that.
Yeah.
Because when you look at the houses, there's probably 100 or less.
That doesn't look very
Well, do
expensive.
you still have the list for the,
Yeah.
when we had the election and we sent out the,
Mhm.
well, we can start with that and,
Mhm.
all right.
Well, I just think it would be a good idea to let the people know that we are
What we're
working
doing,
on
yeah.
things and, you know,
Well, that's
we
what we
have
wanna do.
accomplished.
But a little, we can, as few as it will be to mail out, we can do the printing here. Just make a bunch of copies of the initial
Carol put that in
newsletter.
her
But
computer, didn't
I'm gonna let somebody else write it.
she? Donnie?
I'm gonna ask that Brenda Lowe be in charge.
Here, here.
Well, she and Jan were working on
You're good ones.
the information. I looked up a lot of the information and, you know, to help them out, but, yeah, you can go ahead and, Carol Hagel has the mail out list, I think, in her computer, does she, Dark?
I'll check with her and make sure.
Okay, because I know that she and Jacob were working on it or something, so, when we mailed out last time, because that was when we were fighting the dump.
I'll ask her and give her a call in the morning.
I'll give her a
Yeah,
call.
let
Or
you
when does she go to therapy again?
know. Skips tomorrow, Wednesday.
Skips tomorrow, okay, I'll call her.
All right, well, whatever we come up with as a newsletter, I'd like to put it on the website too.
Yeah, that would be good. Of course, a lot of people don't even have
Yeah,
that, so.
we can let them know that there is a website
Right.
in the
Yeah.
newsletter.
Yeah, in the
Later.
newsletter, be sure and do that.
Yeah.
Would the post office give us,
No.
they won't let us
They
know,
won't.
I'm talking about the routes, how many routes they have here.
No.
They won't tell us,
do that.
they won't
they
tell
have
me
been,
anything,
Uh,
not even if I go talk to them.
We
face to
checked
No.
into doing mass mailings back for the election. And the only way the post office will do it is by a zip code.
face. Okay,
Every household in that zip code.
okay.
And that-
And
The zip code. It goes to Locust Fork and
Rimlap.
Rimlap.
I mean, it's 172 covers a lot of area.
Yeah, if
And,
you, I mean, basically, I don't think anybody's we haven't had too many additions or subtractions that I know of since we've been in office. Most of the same people are still here.
Yeah, it's right at 100. I think it was 98, 99 valid records because we sent items or cards to certain addresses and they were returned. Just about everything that was addressed to the mobile home park at the four-way stop was returned as undeliverable. So, I mean, so most of those have been weeded out, the list that I have. So the names may not be the same or correct, but I have a valid address.
Do they all have the same address at that trailer park? Or do they have
They
different numbers?
They
had
They have lot numbers.
the address and a lot number, but all of them were always returned as undeliverable.
What if you put resident of?
Well, that's easy enough to do, as long as I've got a valid address.
And then they won't come back.
Yeah, it is current resident and then the address.
Yeah,
And I can print mailing levels all day long like that.
But are they going to open that? You have to think about that too.
well, I still get
Oh, no,
paid
you
with
don't.
current
Not
revenue.
really.
Anyway.
Sometimes I look at it, sometimes I throw it in the garbage. Depends on where it
All
comes
we do
from.
is just send it out.
Send it out to them.
And we can't make them read it.
Well, do we have any envelopes or anything that have county line, our address on them, printed on them?
Yeah, that's
Not,
easy enough
not
to
a-
make with a label maker.
Huh?
That's easy enough to make in a computer program, you just do it.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I generated, I can print out the mailing lists. I've got the labels. There's no problem there.
Just so they know it came from county line
Well,
town hall.
it will be part of the newsletter, because the newsletter will be constructed where it's got a mailing block to identify where it's been sent to, who it's from, and the stamp, or whatever. I mean, that's all in designing the newsletter. So, anyway, as far as the content, if you would, continue to work on that.
Looks like you and Jan are gonna take care of that. Maybe you can recruit Pat.
And, you wanted what in it?
Hmm.
What did you want us to put in it?
Anything pertinent, anything that you think is pertinent that the residents need to know about, what we have done.
And then you wanted the website added also, that you
Yeah.
have the website.
MyCountyline.
MyCountyline.org.
Uh-huh.
You had talked about that, didn't I give you the website to put some of that information on?
Yeah, Jan composed some stuff for
Okay.
me, and so I've still got that.
Okay.
And
You could put that on the
basically
website.
She had everything that you told us on there, so.
Okay. If you'll take that for action, that'll be good. It will cost, we may get a bulk rate. We probably don't have enough for a bulk rate, but we'll get some. It should not be a first class
Oh,
stamp.
no, it'll be a media,
Media
mail.
stamp, so it's, just 100 stamps should do it. All right, anything else on any other business? Any comments, questions,
Does Mr. Cook have anything he'd like to talk to us about?
anything else?
No, I'm good.
Oh,
I just want to
you're
come
okay?
up, I just want to come up and meet everybody.
Okay, well, we also had this, he sent me a fax
I did.
about the Good Roots. It's a
Grant?
A grant. I couldn't say the word. I started to say, we did get our signs from the grant.
That was a gateway grant. for
Gateway
signage.
grant. And this is a Good Roots grant that they would, they're giving out $1,000 grants, each grant, and they gave out and it's to purchase trees to plant. And to just help communities and, places that could use some help. And when we were talking, I told him that we had behind us that we have someone that's seemingly encroaching on us and has a lot of junk stuff behind us. And I thought we could get some trees if the council wants to see about handling the grant or trying to get the grant. And I told him if he would help us like Rashida did.
Does it have a website or application?
It does, it
It
has an
does.
online application.
An online application, and I've made a copy of it, he faxed it to me, so.
Okay,
And it has to be done by April
April 3rd is the grant
April
deadline.
3rd.
okay.
So if we get on there and apply for it, and if Charlie help us put
Oh,
in a
yeah.
good word for us,
Oh,
like
yeah,
Miss
yeah.
Burton did. Anyway, I thought we could
We
get
need
some
something
Leland
to have.
cypresses and put them across here like the church has up there to block the trailer park. That would work, maybe.
Okay, let me look at that and.
I'm
go
gonna give it to
online
you,
and,
Mayor, this is your
Better
copy.
than fence.
Okay. I'll go online and look at it and
Okay?
see what we need to apply for it.
Yeah, that's what we did with the sign, and we were fortunate enough to get the sign for it.
Okay,
I enjoyed working on
all right,
farm.
anything else?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Saw on TV, I don't remember what night it was, sometime this weekend, I think. Blount County 911 is trying to update your records so that it make them easier to find you, find our homes. And they want us to contact them, give a description of your house for your address, so that, they may have on their house, on their description that you lived in a red house and actually it was blue or something like that, and they might, it could save you anywhere from seconds to minutes in case there's a fire or an emergency or something like that. And so they're asking everybody to call in and update their information for Blount County 911 so that it make them easier to find us, find whoever lives in Blount County. So that's just general information, and it was a news article on TV this past week.
Did they give a number?
Yeah, who do we?
It was a website. Yeah, it was a website, but I don't remember exactly what it was. I'm sure it's Blount County 911 or some kind. You can probably Google it and find it.
BlountCounty911.org.
.org.
Excellent.
Got it. Okay.
Very good. Thank you.
That's something you could put in the newsletter.
I will do that when I go home tonight. All right,
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Our budget.
Anything else?
you could put that, did you make a note to put that in the newsletter? Okay.
All right. And if there's nothing else, do we have a motion?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Eugene made the motion. and
Steve
it's-
second.
Yeah, Steve second.
All right, all in favor? All right, motion carried. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you for coming.